Hello students, hope all of you are well. Today we start with 8th chapter, that is the human body. And in this chapter the first topic is heart অর্থাৎ হৃৎপিণ্ড, which you have a rough idea in class 5, isn't it? Let's remember that you also made a stethoscope to hear your heartbeat in class 5. Can you memorize? Now we gather a detailing informations on this topic, that means on heart. Let's see page number 106 and 107. At first we have to know that the position of heart. We also knew about some bones of our body like vertebral column, bones of our limbs, sternum, etc. in class 5 also. So, our heart is also situated in between the sternum, that means a cage-like structure present in our chest, and the vertebral column, that means our main backbone. Now we focus on its structure, that means heart structure. The human heart is a 4-chambered structure. There are 2 auricles and 2 ventricles, and each chamber separates from each other by muscular partitions. Not only that, there are some pipe-like structures attached to the heart. Some of them carry oxygen-rich blood from heart to whole body, and these are called arteries. Rest carry carbon dioxide-rich blood from body to heart, and these are called veins. Now see at page number 107 below. Firstly, we focus on the right side blood flow through heart. There are 2 veins, superior vena cava and inferior vena cava, and they carry carbon dioxide rich blood from whole body to right auricle of the heart. Next, page number 108. The carbon dioxide rich blood which enter into right auricle then enter into right ventricle through a one-way door. This is called tricuspid valve. Here I must say that valve means one-way door. Next, right ventricle contracts and sends this blood to lungs through pulmonary artery for purification. So, pulmonary artery is the exception from all other arteries because it carries carbon dioxide rich blood from heart to lungs. Now we have concern with the left side blood flow in heart. Pure blood or oxygenated blood comes to the left auricle from lungs through pulmonary veins. And these pulmonary veins are 4 in number. And these pulmonary veins are also exception from all the veins. Next, the blood comes to left ventricle through another one-way gate, and this is called bicuspid valve. Here I must say that the tricuspid and bicuspid valve are named so because they have 3 and 2 cusps respectively. Now I must say left ventricle is the largest chamber of heart, and it has the most contracting power also. So, when it contracts, it sends pure blood or oxygenated blood to whole body through aorta. This both-sided flow of blood occurs simultaneously through heart. Now look at the picture of page number 108 and you get a clear idea about this blood circulation. Next, page number 109. Each expansion and contraction of heart together constitute the heartbeat, and it is generally 72 to 80 times in a minute. Look at the picture of page number 109 and try to find your pulse to measure your heartbeat. You may also try to measure your parents' pulse. Now, there are two worksheets at page number 109 and 110. You may do it. Next, page number 111. And here the topic is the problems of heart. There are some examples of heart problems like hole in heart. If a hole is created in heart of anybody, then there may be mixing of oxygen and carbon dioxide rich blood, and it can also affect the blood circulation. Another problem is ill contraction and expansion of heart. In this case, heartbeat may drop and it causes miscirculation of blood. In this case, that very particular person is needed a pacemaker. Another problem is also may happen, and that is reduced blood flow to the heart muscles, which may cause chest pain and sweating. So, these are the most common problems arise in heart. Next topic is blood. Here, our main concern is the substances of blood, অর্থাৎ রক্তের উপাদান. The major component of blood is water, which is called plasma. This plasma maintains blood flow, and not only that, it also helps in digestion, excretion, etc. Beside water, some solid particles are also present in blood, and all of which are microscopic. That means they are not visible with naked eyes. The blood corpuscles or the solid particles are mainly three types, and these are: number one is RBC, that means red blood corpuscles, which helps in oxygen transport to body, and they are present maximum in number within blood. Number two is WBC, that is white blood corpuscles. Some of them protects our body from harmful microbes. Some have some repairing ability of wound, etc. And the last, that means the number three, is platelets, which helps to coagulate the blood from wound. Apart from these, blood also contains some salts, lipids, hormones, etc. And all these ingredients of blood must be carefully balanced. Any imbalance of any one of these particles may cause problems in our body. Now we have to know about our body's protective system through which we can protect our body from harmful microbes, and these are of course blood. Not only blood but also eye discharge, push, that means pass, mucus discharge, etc. When the harmful microbes like bacteria enters within our body through eyes, nose or cutting wounds, the eye discharges, mucus discharges, pus, secrete respectively and kill the concerned microbes using different mechanism. So, read very carefully page number 112 and 113 to get a clear idea of our body's defense mechanism. Lysozyme of saliva, hydrochloric acid of stomach, etc. help in killing microbes in these concerned parts of our body. In blood, plasma and WBC mainly do this job. Not only our body's defense mechanism is enough for protection from microbes, but also some behavioral activities of us like cleanliness, self-awareness, etc. are also responsible for all this. And another important point is intake of nutritious and protein-rich healthy foods like fish, meat, eggs, vegetables, fruits, soybean, etc. In this situation of corona, I expect from you to maintain all these. Okay? So students, that's all for today. Next day I will come with another topic, that is lungs অর্থাৎ ফুসফুস from page number 114. So today I also give you some figures related to my lecture. So finally I complete my lecture for today. Next day I will come with the topic lungs. Till then, take care. Bye.